My RuneScape addiction took over my life when I was 16, 17, 18. Like, I think that's kind of why I'm in such a bad position now, like where I have to rely on YouTube for income. But like growing up, like I kind of wasted my teenage years just playing video games and playing. I used to play Game of War all the time. Like I never socialized with anybody. Like I always would just play video games and hole myself up in my room back in Birmingham when I used to live in England with my mom. I would just play video games all day and I didn't study or I didn't even like focus on life and try to get better grades. Like my main focus was just watching Game of Thrones or watching Breaking Bad or playing video games on my PS4 or playing Fortnite or playing RuneScape. RuneScape, that's another thing. Like video game addiction can definitely ruin your life. Like I mean, but it's fun though, right? Like it's really fun and like studying for something is so fucking boring. Like it just doesn't really entertain. It's not really fun. I mean, I've kind of matured in a way. Like I do kind of like take my life a little bit more serious now. I do kind of study for my exams now a little bit more, but I don't really put 1,000% of effort into it. I don't really put 100% effort into it because at the end of the day, I only live once. I don't want to just spend the rest of my life working for someone else and making them money, working for some peanuts, making them rich, and I'm not making any money. Like, it just feels like I don't want to go along to get along with society and just do whatever everybody wants me to do or expects me to do. Like, people just live their whole lives studying for something, getting a job, getting paid, but getting paid money. It's better money than I'm making now, but they sacrifice their freedom, they sacrifice their time because time is everything. You spend 9 to 5 working a job. Imagine how much hours you've spent working a job. You have more money to enjoy, but are you really enjoying that money? Like, but anyways, going back to video game addiction, like RuneScape, like I would play RuneScape for like 6 hours, and then I would go back downstairs, have some food, go back upstairs, play RuneScape, play all night, go to school, not listen to anything the teacher's saying, just sit there, sleepy as fuck, stare into space, daydream all day at school, come back home and jump on the laptop and play RuneScape again, or put on the PS4 and play Fortnite all night, then have some food, go downstairs. Sometimes I wouldn't even want to go to the toilet because I want to play RuneScape so much. And like, it really took over my life. Video games took over my life when I was in my 16, 17, 18. And TV shows, Netflix, Game of Thrones took over my life. Video games took over my life. I mean, what grades did I get in for my GCSEs? Like, I got a B in maths. I guess I'm just naturally good at numbers and algebra and stuff. But I imagine how successful I could have been if I put the video games to one side and I just focused on getting better grades. But that's just not me. Like I just like to enjoy life. Like I guess it's just boring, like studying for stuff and like going through the motions and working hard. Like I've always failed when I did that. Like I tried to study for my A levels and I failed. So I just feel like life just keeps throwing me curveballs and I keep failing. So my solution to that is why if you never like so my solution to not to failure was why don't I just never try and then if I never fail then I feel better about myself because I never tried, so I'm never gonna fail again. And I guess all of the choices that I've made in my life have kind of led me to this moment. And honestly, I had a lot of fun playing those video games, And if I went back and I lived my teenage years again, I would do the same thing. I would do the same exact thing. I would do the same exact thing. I'll just have fun, enjoy life, play video games. Yeah, I mean, socializing with other people and having friends and all that stuff, that didn't really appeal to me. I was always a loner. I used to get bullied as well. I was always a loner though. I was never part of a group. Like, I was always like alone because I just don't relate with other people. And I just feel like it's a waste of time. Like, what the fuck am I talking to you for? What the fuck am I talking to this person for? Why do I have this? I never had any friends. Like even in high school, secondary, I never had any friends. Sixth form, I never had any friends. University, even now, even though I'm going to university now, I still don't have any friends at university. Like I have a few friends from the other degree that I did, mathematical engineering, and I met him yesterday. But yeah, he's cool. But honestly, like friends are not, they're overrated to be honest. Like I'd rather be alone. Like I prefer being alone to be honest. Like I prefer my sanctuary. I prefer being alone and doing things alone, doing activities alone. Like loneliness is really fun for me, you know. Being with other people, it just gets old, you know. Like even having a girlfriend, like eventually I got bored of her, you know. I had a girlfriend for a little while. Eventually, when you have cereal, as much cereal as possible, you smash all the time, it kind of gets boring and you just want her to get the fuck out. Like you get bored of her, and then you just tell her to leave. Like honestly, that's just how I feel. I mean, I don't know. Relationships are just not gonna work out for me with females. Like I already know that it's just not gonna work out. Like I'm not. I'm just not that guy. I'm just not that guy. Like I'll just get bored of her and I'll move on and I'll just be like, get the fuck out because I'm not gonna kick her out, but I'm just gonna like emotionally not respond or anything like that. Is just I'm just gonna like check out mentally, not be emotionally available, and then self sabotage the relationship just so I can get out of it because I feel uncomfortable being with other people. Like, I mean, I guess I'll have sex with her and then that's it. Like, I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad, but I mean, you know, in some ways it's okay because you know life kind of yeah. I mean, I just feel how I feel. I don't like being around other people that much. I prefer being alone. I prefer my sanctuary. I prefer my peace. I prefer my loneliness. I prefer being at peace with myself. I don't want someone like chirping in my ear constantly, like telling me, "Oh, don't smoke weed. Don't do this. Don't do that." Who the fuck are you to tell me anything? I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and that's why I cannot be in a relationship with anybody. That's why I can't be in a relationship with any females. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want, regardless. So I might as well just save her the heartache or save myself the time and just move on and not even fucking give a fuck. Honestly, that's just how I think about it and that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it, to be honest. Like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Relationships, women, blah, blah, blah. I mean, sure, like, I've had sex with how many women? Like, couple, three, four. But yeah, it's fun, but after a while, it just gets boring. Like, I'm not really into like relationships and being with her forever and talking and being friends and being sexual part, blah, blah, blah. It's cool, the sex is fun, but after a while, like, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just rather play video games and watch movies by myself. I know this is foreign to you guys. You guys probably like fulfilling relationships and blah 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 blah. That's not what I like. I just prefer being alone and being by myself. That's just it.